It's been a little while since Age of Empires 2 has had any rumblings about new civilizations. I thought the devs were maybe going to focus solely on single-player content after recent DLCs, but they just teased us with something. Now, they mentioned some things about Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition coming to PlayStation 5, which makes sense after it was released on Xbox within the last year or two. And they also mentioned some things in relation to Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 4. But being Age of Empires 2 focused, the sentences below the PlayStation part kind of got me excited. So it says, this spring, the globally beloved Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition will make its debut on PlayStation 5. Alongside this release, we'll be dropping one of the most exciting DLC expansions for Age of Empires 2 DE yet, packed with fresh new content, new civilizations for ranked play, and ready for all players to enjoy across all platforms. While we're keeping some details under wraps until spring, here's a sneak peek at what's coming. And they gave us 2 images to go off of. And also, there's someone above me. I just finished the stream, and they showed up, and I'm offline. Bro, I'm recording a video! All right, so naturally, I'm a content creator in 2025, so I have no unique thoughts or ideas. I am simply going to rip my ideas off of the Reddit post here. And honestly, I had some takes, but I'm glad I got some community feedback. So here's one of the images, right? You can kind of look through here, see what we're working with. It looks like Asian architecture. You're seeing Chukonu. You're seeing some canoe-type ships, which is interesting. You're also seeing some siege weaponry, which isn't in the game right now. You also see hussars. You also see siege onager. Basically, what it seems like to me and others is a Chinese rework of some kind. Recently, we had a DLC where it made Indians into expanded DLC, the Bengalis, the Dravidians, and the Hindustanis. I feel like that is probably what they're hinting at here. And you can see poster OK Muffin 8303. It says slide 1 has Chukanu and Hussar. And also mentions the yet nest of bees, which may be what we're seeing out there. And then I'm noticing green has a unique cav unit. Green has a unique cav unit. Oh, that would be on the other image. Duh. Yes. So that's a unit we don't have in the game right now. It looks like up against some Lancers as well. And so, yeah, there's just different things at play here. Different siege weaponry, different cav units. And so I think they are going to be expanding the Chinese Empire into some different civilizations. There are some other theories, other comments about what this could mean. Obviously, they're just teasing us and then kind of announcing an announcement to get some chatter up, which I think is very smart. But I think it just makes sense that they're going to go this route. Now, my first thought as like an old freaking man who's been dedicated to this game for a super long period of time is kind of surprising that they're taking an OG Civ, like the Chinese, and tweaking that. Other people are resistant to that idea. I get that. A Chinese being in Age of Empires 2 is kind of a staple, so I could see that take. But at the same time, if they're going to add more civilizations to the game, they've already covered so many regions, and the Chinese Empire is pretty broad and pretty general. And so if they wanted to go the route of like splitting up the empires, like Indians, and kind of separating them and adding more uniqueness, then Chinese does kind of make sense. But Chinese don't get Hussar. Chinese don't get Siege Onager. Some of those units I'd never seen before. There were Chukunu. There was Asian architecture. It feels like pretty clear we're going to have some type of a DLC separating and splitting up the Chinese. And the final thought on that from a balance perspective, the devs made Chinese even better competitively in recent times. The TCs giving more vision. The TCs also having more population space. So, and also the auto drop-off hotkey, which was a pretty indirect but direct nerf to the Chinese. So usually, like, they were weakening civs that were really OP and competitive. Chinese at the highest level is like one of the strongest civs like there is. And so I think they kind of left that as is. I could kind of tell they left it as is because they have some other things coming. I don't know what that'll mean. Will all the Chinese civilizations start with 6 vills? Will only one of them start with 6 vills? Will they remove that idea entirely? I don't know. But maybe if they've had fun ideas to rework the Chinese and people didn't like some of the changes to the Chinese, people aren't going to have an issue with it if it has a different name. Because I know at one point they were toying around with 5 villagers and starting with 50 food. So Anyways, those are my thoughts. I have no more details for you guys beyond the information on the post, which we'll link in the description. Fun to speculate, and obviously, once I know more, once we all know more, I'll make fun videos on it. I did know a DLC was coming. All right, I did have some clue, but I honestly didn't know too much more than that. And anything I can do to get some word out beforehand, I will definitely let you guys know. So give me your theories and ideas in the comments, because you guys are all way more observant than me. And maybe if there's some cool takes there and some cool thoughts, I could do a follow-up in the near future. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll be looking forward to your feedback. Thank you.